Ever wondered if your go-to breakfast could be quietly sabotaging your health after 60? Take Mary, for instance. She thought her daily bagel and coffee were harmless until she found herself in the emergency room, clutching her chest. I was terrified, she told Dr. Williams, convinced it was a heart attack. Like so many seniors, Mary had no idea how some breakfast staples could wreak havoc as we age. Today, we're uncovering three common breakfast choices that seem innocent but can spike your blood pressure, strain your kidneys, and even set the stage for chronic diseases. Stick with us, because what you discover in the next few minutes could reshape your mornings and supercharge your health for years to come. And hey, before we dive in, drop a comment telling us where you're tuning in from. While you're at it, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a tip that could safeguard you and your loved ones. Let's get started. Your future self will thank you. 1. Processed foods, the hidden dangers at breakfast. These days, processed foods dominate breakfast tables across America. They're quick, easy, and convenient. Instant oatmeal packets, frozen waffles, and boxed cereals are staples, especially for older adults in a rush. But here's the catch: these seemingly harmless choices could be taking a toll on your health after 60. Take Robert, for instance. At 72, his go-to breakfast was instant oatmeal paired with packaged pastries. It was simple and fast, he recalls. But then came a wake-up call from his doctor. His blood pressure numbers were sky high. Like many seniors, Robert didn't realize how much his breakfast habits were undermining his health. So why are processed breakfast foods so problematic for older adults? Dr. Williams, a specialist in senior nutrition, explains it clearly. They're loaded with excessive salt, preservatives, and hidden sugars. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to these ingredients. What your body handled easily at 40 might cause serious issues now, Dr. Williams emphasizes. Let's dissect what's lurking in those breakfast staples. That seemingly innocent instant oatmeal packet, it packs around 200 milligrams of salt, a significant amount for a single meal. For those with high blood pressure, that extra sodium can spell trouble. Frozen waffles might seem like a harmless treat, but they're filled with preservatives. These chemicals can worsen joint pain and upset your stomach. And then there's the bacon and sausage. These breakfast favorites add stress to aging kidneys, which naturally struggle to filter out excess salt as efficiently after 60. This can spike blood pressure and strain your system. Dr. Williams sees these issues often in his practice. The hidden dangers don't stop there. Preservatives in processed foods contribute to inflammation throughout the body. This can lead to heart problems, exacerbate arthritis, and even impair memory. Many of Dr. Williams's patients report noticeable relief in their symptoms once they ditch the processed breakfast foods. What about those supposedly healthy processed options? Many products like fortified breakfast bars or energy drinks are marketed specifically to seniors. They're advertised as nutrient-packed and ideal for a quick start to the day. Don't be fooled, warns Dr. Williams. Added vitamins don't erase the harm of processed ingredients, he says. Breakfast drinks, for instance, often contain artificial sweeteners, preservatives, and other chemicals. These can upset the digestive system, which becomes more sensitive with age. Even whole grain cereals, touted as heart healthy, can be deceptive. If you need a dictionary to decode the ingredient list, it's better left on the shelf, Dr. Williams advises. The good news: simple, healthy breakfasts. The great news is that you can enjoy quick, delicious breakfasts without resorting to processed foods. It's easier than you think. Instead of instant oatmeal, try prepping regular oats the night before. Ditch sugary cereals for fresh fruit paired with plain yogurt. Even a slice of whole grain toast topped with creamy mashed avocado beats any boxed option. Take Joan, 65, for example. She thought healthy breakfasts meant hours in the kitchen. But then I discovered overnight oats, she shares. I prep a big batch on Sunday, then just add fresh berries and nuts each morning. It's so simple. 6 months in, Joan's blood pressure has improved, and she feels energized throughout the day. And what about those who dread cooking? Mary, 68, had similar concerns. Living alone, she didn't want to prepare elaborate meals. Her solution? Brilliant in its simplicity. She makes plain oatmeal in batches, keeps hard-boiled eggs on hand, and stocks up on easy-to-eat fruits like bananas and apples. A handful of nuts and a scoop of plain yogurt complete her quick and healthy breakfasts. Now I whip up a wholesome breakfast in minutes, Mary says, and I feel so much better. Dr. Williams recommends planning ahead. Just 30 minutes of prep on Sunday can set you up for success all week, he says. Patients who adopt this habit report big wins: better digestion, lower blood pressure, less joint discomfort, and increased energy. Paul, 75, noticed a remarkable change within 2 weeks of cutting out processed foods. The morning brain fog vanished, he says. I had no idea how much those foods were affecting my mind. Processed foods have become the cornerstone of many breakfast routines, especially for older adults who prioritize convenience and speed over the nutritional value of their meals. Instant oatmeal packets, frozen waffles, boxed cereals, and pre-made breakfast bars are all quick options that fill the stomach, but are often packed with hidden dangers. While these foods may seem innocent enough, they can have a significant impact on health, particularly for individuals over the age of 60. Let's dive deeper into how these processed foods could be affecting the health of older adults and why they should be approached with caution. Many processed breakfast foods, such as sugary cereals and flavored oatmeal packets, are loaded with added sugars. These sugars may provide a quick energy boost, but lead to sharp spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels. Over time, this constant fluctuation can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, a condition that becomes more common with age. Research indicates that diets high in added sugars contribute to insulin resistance and can accelerate aging-related diseases. For instance, a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine revealed that higher added sugar consumption is linked to a greater risk of developing heart disease. For older adults, these unstable blood sugar levels could also exacerbate symptoms of cognitive decline, affecting memory and brain health. Frozen waffles and prepackaged breakfast items often contain trans fats, which are artificial fats that can significantly impact heart health. Trans fats are known to increase bad cholesterol, LDL, while lowering good cholesterol, HDL, creating a dangerous environment for heart disease to thrive. A landmark study in The Lancet found that high consumption of trans fats could increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases by up to 30%. Unfortunately, trans fats can also sneak into seemingly healthier choices, like low-fat or reduced sugar options, where manufacturers substitute healthy fats with processed, unhealthy ones. Many processed breakfast foods contain artificial additives and preservatives that may not only affect the body, but also the brain. Some studies suggest that food coloring and preservatives can trigger or exacerbate behavioral issues, especially in sensitive individuals, and even contribute to cognitive decline in older adults. A recent study highlighted in Neurotoxicology revealed that artificial sweeteners and additives have been linked to changes in brain chemistry that might increase the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease in older populations. While processed breakfast foods are designed to be quick and convenient, they often lack the key nutrients that the body requires, particularly for older adults. Nutrient-dense breakfasts are crucial in supporting bone health, muscle function, and cognitive well-being as we age. For example, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and proteins, like eggs, provide essential vitamins and minerals such as vitamin D, calcium, and protein, which are crucial for maintaining bone strength, preventing osteoporosis, and ensuring muscle mass. In contrast, processed foods often come up short on these vital nutrients and are instead packed with empty calories. This contributes to the risk of malnutrition, which affects up to 20% of older adults in the United States. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that inadequate intake of essential nutrients in older adults can lead to slower recovery from illnesses, frailty, and a general decline in physical and cognitive function. An emerging area of concern is the impact of processed foods on gut health. The gut microbiome, which is the collection of bacteria living in our intestines, plays a critical role in immune function, digestion, and even mood regulation. Processed foods, especially those with high levels of refined sugar and additives, can negatively alter the balance of gut bacteria, promoting the growth of harmful microbes at the expense of beneficial ones. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a diet rich in processed foods could lead to an imbalance in the gut microbiome, which has been linked to a range of conditions, including inflammatory diseases, diabetes, and even mental health disorders. For older adults, maintaining a healthy gut microbiome is particularly important as it helps reduce inflammation and improve immune function, which naturally decline with age. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, making it harder to burn calories efficiently. Processed breakfast foods, which are often high in sugar and unhealthy fats, can contribute to weight gain and obesity when consumed regularly. This is especially problematic for older adults who may already have a slower metabolism, reduced physical activity, or hormonal changes that make it harder to maintain a healthy weight. The obesity epidemic among older adults is closely tied to the prevalence of processed food consumption. Obesity in older adults can lead to a range of health complications, such as joint pain, arthritis, sleep apnea, and increased risk of cardiovascular diseases. In fact, a study published in Obesity Reviews found that older adults with higher body fat percentages are more likely to suffer from chronic illnesses and reduced life expectancy. Emerging research suggests that consuming highly processed foods can have a negative impact on cognitive function. A study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that diets high in processed foods and low in nutrients can accelerate the onset of Alzheimer's disease and cognitive decline. Processed foods tend to be low in antioxidants, vitamins, and healthy fats that are essential for brain health, such as omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish. While it's clear that processed breakfast foods pose hidden dangers, there are simple ways to turn your morning meal into a healthier choice. Consider switching to whole food-based breakfasts, such as homemade oatmeal with fresh fruits, nuts, and seeds. Eggs are an excellent source of protein and healthy fats, and can be paired with whole grain toast or avocado for a nutritious start to the day. Adding fresh vegetables, such as spinach or tomatoes, to scrambled eggs can boost the meal's vitamin and fiber content. For older adults, creating a routine that involves nutrient-dense meals can help combat the negative effects of aging and improve overall well-being. A breakfast rich in fiber, healthy fats, and lean proteins can help stabilize blood sugar, improve cognitive function, and maintain a healthy weight. The takeaway: a few small changes to your breakfast routine can lead to a healthier, more energized life. It's never too late to start. Make the switch today. Your body will thank you. 2. Foods high in refined sugar. Let's talk about a sneaky breakfast danger many seniors overlook: refined sugar. It's often hiding in plain sight, dressed up as healthy or natural. We all love a little sweetness in the morning. It feels like a gentle way to wake up, but for those of us over 60, it's not as harmless as it seems. Sugar can quietly wreak havoc on our health, even when we think we're making good choices. Laura, 70, thought she had her mornings figured out. My breakfast seemed healthy: orange juice, sweet yogurt, and a muffin, she said. But her doctor's diagnosis of type 2 diabetes changed everything. That's when she realized just how much sugar she was unknowingly consuming. Dr. Williams sees cases like this far too often. He explains how sugar affects older adults differently. As we age, our bodies process sugar less efficiently. A simple breakfast that seemed fine decades ago now triggers dramatic blood sugar spikes. To drive the point home, he uses a startling comparison. Some sweet breakfasts have more sugar than 4 candy bars. Imagine eating that much sugar first thing in the morning. It's a recipe for trouble. Here's what happens in your body after a sugary breakfast. Within minutes, blood sugar levels skyrocket. Your pancreas scrambles to release enough insulin to handle the rush. This process, already taxing when you're younger, becomes even harder as you age. The real problem starts a couple of hours later. Dr. Williams warns of the inevitable crash that follows. Blood sugar levels plummet, leaving you feeling drained, shaky, and craving another sugar fix. This cycle can quickly spiral out of control. Many seniors unknowingly fall into this trap. Feeling tired and unsteady, they reach for more sugary snacks to regain energy. But those quick fixes only make things worse, creating a harmful loop that's hard to escape. 1. Read labels carefully. When grocery shopping, take time to check food labels. Look for hidden sugars under names like sucrose, glucose, maltose, corn syrup, or cane juice. Focus on foods with less than 5 grams of sugar per serving. Practice this with items like yogurt, cereals, and even bread. You'll be surprised where sugar hides. Action tip: keep a list of hidden sugar names on your phone for quick reference. 2. Swap sugary drinks for water or tea. Sweetened drinks like fruit juice or flavored coffee are sugar traps. Replace them with water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee. If plain water feels boring, infuse it with lemon, cucumber, or mint for a refreshing flavor boost. Action tip: start your day with a glass of water before anything else to rehydrate and curb early sugar cravings. 3. Prioritize protein at breakfast. Protein helps stabilize blood sugar and keeps you feeling full longer. Include foods like eggs, cottage cheese, or unsweetened Greek yogurt. You could also add nuts, seeds, or a scoop of protein powder to your oatmeal or smoothie. Action tip: prepare a batch of boiled eggs or portion out nuts and seeds in advance for easy breakfast additions. 4. Embrace whole foods. Whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains digest slowly, providing steady energy without sugar spikes. Replace sugary cereals with steel-cut oats or swap white bread for whole grain toast. Action tip: keep fresh fruits like apples or bananas handy for natural sweetness. Pair them with a handful of nuts for a balanced snack. 5. Plan balanced meals. Build a breakfast that includes protein, healthy fats, and fiber. For example, try an omelet with spinach and avocado or a bowl of plain oatmeal topped with chia seeds and fresh berries. These combinations provide long-lasting energy and help prevent mid-morning crashes. Action tip: use the plate method. Quarter protein, quarter healthy carbs, and half vegetables or fruit. 6. Practice portion control. Even with healthier options, portion size matters. Overeating can still overwhelm your system, especially with natural sugars from fruit or grains. Use smaller bowls and plates to naturally reduce portions. Action tip: measure out servings using cups or a food scale until you're familiar with appropriate portions. What's the solution? Awareness and smarter choices. It starts with recognizing where sugar is hiding in our breakfast routines. Even healthy foods like flavored oatmeal or fruit juices can be packed with hidden sugars. We need to rethink how we fuel our mornings. Instead of sugary starts, let's choose foods that provide steady, lasting energy. A breakfast rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats can set the tone for a more balanced day. By breaking free from the sugar cycle, we can protect our health and feel better throughout the day. It's all about making thoughtful, intentional choices that support our well-being as we age. Let's take back control, one breakfast at a time. Number 3, the hidden risks of high-fat breakfasts. Let's dive into our final breakfast hazard: high-fat foods. This is a crucial topic, especially for seniors aiming to maintain their health and vitality. While not all fats are harmful, some common breakfast staples pose real risks that can't be ignored. Foods like bacon, sausage, and buttery pastries may seem tempting, but can have serious consequences for heart health over time. Take David, for example, a 75-year-old who used to begin his day with a hearty meal of 2 fried eggs, 3 strips of bacon, and buttered toast. For years, he believed this breakfast gave him the energy he needed. That was until a routine checkup revealed his cholesterol levels were dangerously high. "I thought I was just eating like any senior should," David recalls. But seeing those numbers on the doctor's chart was a wake-up call. David's story highlights a common misconception. Many older adults don't realize how high-fat breakfast choices can impact their health. Dr. Williams, a leading nutritionist, explains that aging slows down your metabolism, reducing your body's ability to process fats efficiently. As a result, those greasy foods that once felt harmless now carry significant risks, including heart disease and reduced energy levels. The main culprits are saturated fats, which are abundant in popular breakfast items like bacon, sausage, and ham. These fats raise levels of bad cholesterol, or LDL, which contributes to the buildup of plaque in your arteries. For seniors, this risk is compounded by the fact that aging naturally makes arteries less flexible, increasing the likelihood of cardiovascular issues. There's a silver lining, though. You don't have to give up a satisfying breakfast entirely. The secret lies in making smarter fat choices. Incorporating healthy fats from avocados, nuts, and olive oil can actually lower bad cholesterol and reduce inflammation. These fats provide essential nutrients and help you feel full longer, which can prevent unhealthy snacking later in the day. Let's talk about eggs. Are they off limits? Not necessarily. Dr. Williams assures us that eggs can be part of a balanced breakfast. It all depends on the preparation. Instead of frying eggs in butter or oil, try boiling or poaching them. A single egg delivers high-quality protein without excessive fat, making it a nutrient-dense option for the first meal of the day. Christina, age 71, discovered how small changes can make a big difference. She swapped butter for mashed avocado on her whole grain toast. Instead of her usual fried eggs and bacon, she now enjoys a poached egg with fresh tomato slices. It's a simple shift, she says, but I feel lighter, my cholesterol has improved, and my energy levels are better than ever. These adjustments are not just about avoiding risks, they're about thriving. High-fat breakfasts can leave you sluggish, while healthier alternatives fuel your body and mind. This story offers valuable insights about the impact of simple changes in lifestyle, particularly in food choices, on overall well-being. Here are some key principles that can be drawn from it. Small changes can lead to big benefits. Christina's simple swaps, like replacing butter with mashed avocado and fried foods with poached eggs and tomatoes, demonstrate that small, easy adjustments to our daily routine can have significant positive effects on health. Focus on thriving, not just surviving. The story emphasizes that making healthier choices isn't just about avoiding risks, but also about enhancing life and feeling energized. It encourages a mindset of thriving rather than simply mitigating health issues. Food can be fuel for energy. A healthier breakfast can provide the body with sustained energy throughout the day rather than leaving one feeling sluggish. The right food choices can help individuals stay active, whether they're engaged in physical activity or enjoying quality time with loved ones. Prioritize long-term health. By making healthier food choices, Christina experienced improvements in cholesterol and energy levels, showing how long-term health can be nurtured through mindful decisions. Simple and achievable changes. The idea that making easy switches to your daily routine shows that adopting healthier habits doesn't need to be overwhelming or complicated. It encourages small steps toward better health. The right choices give you the energy to stay active, whether it's gardening, walking, or spending time with loved ones. It's worth noting that unhealthy fats can sneak to seemingly harmless items. That buttery croissant or creamy latte might not feel indulgent, but the hidden fats can add up quickly. Learning to read labels and prioritize whole, minimally processed foods can empower you to make smarter decisions every morning. Switching to heart-healthy breakfasts doesn't mean sacrificing taste. Imagine a creamy avocado spread over crisp toast, paired with a perfectly poached egg. Add a sprinkle of nuts or a drizzle of olive oil over your morning salad for a rich, satisfying start to the day. Simple swaps like these can transform your breakfast routine without leaving you feeling deprived. The bottom line? Breakfast sets the tone for your entire tired day. By steering clear of high-fat foods and opting for healthier alternatives, you're not just improving your cholesterol, you're boosting your energy, supporting your heart, and laying the foundation for a vibrant, active lifestyle. Every small change contributes to a healthier you, one breakfast at a time. Now that we've explored the 3 breakfast foods to avoid after 60, we're curious, which one caught you off guard the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's support one another in making smarter, healthier breakfast choices. Processed snacks such as chips, pretzels, and canned soups are often laden with excessive amounts of sodium. While sodium is an essential nutrient in small amounts, it is typically consumed in far higher quantities than necessary through processed foods. Too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure, which strains the heart and increases the risk of cardiovascular disease. Sodium can also cause water retention, leading to bloating and swelling. Despite their convenience and addictive flavors, these snacks often provide little nutritional value, contributing to unhealthy eating habits. The long-term consumption of processed snacks can lead to chronic health issues, such as kidney disease and stroke. Sugary foods like candies, sodas, and baked goods can have a dramatic impact on blood sugar levels. When you consume foods high in refined sugars, your blood sugar spikes rapidly, followed by a sharp decline as the body releases insulin to manage the surge. This roller coaster effect not only leaves you feeling sluggish and irritable, but also puts significant strain on your pancreas over time. Frequent blood sugar fluctuations can increase the risk of developing insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. In addition, excessive sugar consumption is linked to weight gain, as the body stores excess sugar as fat. Over time, this can lead to metabolic disorders and a higher risk of heart disease. Fatty meals, especially those high in saturated and trans fats, can quietly damage the heart. Foods such as fried items, fatty cuts of meat, and many fast food options are rich in unhealthy fats. These fats increase the levels of LDL, bad cholesterol in the blood, which can build up in the arteries and lead to plaque formation. As the arteries narrow and harden, the heart has to work harder to pump blood, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. The chronic consumption of fatty meals can also lead to obesity, another major risk factor for heart disease. The strain placed on the cardiovascular system from regular intake of these unhealthy fats can have long-lasting effects, often going unnoticed until more serious issues arise. It's easy to overlook the cumulative effects of consuming processed snacks, sugary foods, and fatty meals, especially when the immediate satisfaction they provide masks their long-term harm. While indulging in these foods occasionally may not have an immediate visible effect, over time they can add up, contributing to obesity, high blood pressure, and elevated cholesterol levels. The damage is often gradual. So many individuals may not realize the harm they are causing until they face more severe health problems like heart disease or diabetes. This delayed impact makes it easy to ignore the harmful consequences of poor dietary choices in the short term, while the long-term risks continue to escalate. Another concern with processed snacks, sugary foods, and fatty meals is the hidden ingredients that often go unnoticed. Many of these foods are packed with preservatives, artificial colors, and sweeteners that further contribute to health issues. These additives may not immediately show visible effects, but can lead to issues like inflammation, digestive problems, and even disruptions in hormone balance over time. In addition, these foods often lack essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. A diet filled with these empty calories can leave the body malnourished despite excess calorie intake, increasing the risk of various health problems, including weakened immune function and poor bone health. The good news is that small changes in your diet can help mitigate the effects of processed snacks, sugary foods, and fatty meals. Replacing processed snacks with whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds can significantly reduce your sodium and sugar intake. Opting for healthy fats such as those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil can support heart health without the negative impact of saturated fats. We've revealed 3 silent offenders that could be slowly undermining your health: processed foods packed with sodium, sugar-laden treats that send your blood sugar soaring, and fatty foods that put unnecessary stress on your heart. But here's the good news. Making healthier choices doesn't have to mean sacrificing flavor or convenience. Start small. Swap one processed item for a whole food alternative, reach for the natural sweetness of fresh fruits, or opt for heart-healthy fats instead of the heavy, saturated ones. These small changes add up, and in time, your future self will thank you with improved health, more energy, and a more vibrant life in your later years. We'd love to hear about your journey to healthier breakfasts. Share in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips to help you live your best, healthiest life.